Welcome race fans and welcome to United Dirt Sim Series known as UDSS, and we're here streaming live with our counterpart Pushing the Cushion Productions. My name is Billy Idle and I'm here with Dave Ward. We'll be your announcers for tonight's racing actions here at Lernerville. Hey Dave, you have your Discord on?
I do, Billy. How are you tonight? I am fat and happy from all the food that I ate today on Mother's Day. How about you, sir?
I'm doing great. We've been eating all day, but I guess we could talk about food later, but what we could be talking about today and right about now is we have 56 drivers right now. 51 has hit the dirt, and there's a $100 reward out for the bounty for Shell here at Lernerville. What do you think about that? $100, and you could explain more to the race fans a little bit about this.
So we're doing a bounty for Tyler Shell, who has just come into the league and just decimated everybody. He has been a beast since he's hit. He hasn't lost a race since he started with us, and he is one of the best when it comes to sprint car racing. So we put a bounty on his head. Last week it was $50 from Jessup Logistics, and another one of our sponsored, or another one of our drivers,
Mr. Thompson.
The name. Yes, it was. I apologize. He's actually a newer member for the league as well, so wasn't super familiar. We went ahead and bumped it up. So this week it's $100. Works Graphics came on board, as well as a donation from Sofa King Sim Sports. One of the members there, Andrew Hansen, stepped up for that. So it is up to $100 tonight, and we're gonna try and make it go up. By $50 or so, depending on what kind of money we get pulled in. But somebody's going to go home with some cash eventually. If Shell is able to hold him off till the end of the season in 3 weeks, then we are giving him the money because he's earned it. So it should be exciting. There's some other new and big names out that have come out and race with us tonight. It's going to be one heck of a night on a track with hardly any walls. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, well, sure. You're gonna have a track. You're gonna have 56 cars right now. 53 have hit the track. The track could dry out. These are 410s, the Elite Jessup Logistics 410s, Elite Series, race number 8. The top's gonna dry out, but they're gonna be hanging out there, and then the bottom's gonna come in for some slide jobs in 1 and 2. And the moisture probably is gonna be there where a lot of guys are gonna go. But what's really characteristics of this track, it has no walls except on the front straightaway. And what can really bite you more than anything is the no walls is when you go off. And when you go off, you're pretty much launched. But there is another part of this track that really can bite you, and that's coming out of turn 4 where there's a little dip coming out of pit lane. Don't you agree, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few tricky spots. You've hit most of them right there, but that wall coming up when you're used to not seeing the wall for the whole, going through 1 and 2, also down the backstretch 3 and 4, you have to contend with that bump, and then there's the wall. And I tell you what, it sneaks up on you really quick, especially in these 410s. This is going to be exciting tonight.
Well, we got a lot of great drivers here. You got Billy Rowley's back here. You got Mason Hannigan, the Little Hurricane. You got Dustin Griffiths. You got Billy the Buckshot Brickley. You got Trevor Royer back. Royer wants to come after Shell. You got Darren Detweiler. You got Richie Preston. You got Shea Paulo, Hayden Harvey. You got so many top names here that it's hard to mention them all right now until the race gets started. So we got a lot of top dogs that are trying to knock down Shell, and what's great about it is the bounty's for $100 this week. It's going to go up probably to $150 next week. I know Speed World said he's going to do something with us, and I know there's a couple that are coming. So this thing could raise up to, let's just pretend that Mr. Shell decides to win the next 3 races. His funds can go up to $200 to $250, and if he wins the point championship, hypothetically, because the buckshot is right behind him, he could take home $400 or $500 because it's a couple $100 to win the championship.
That's crazy. That's crazy. In our first season, we've been able to come up with that kind of
fun
support from all of the drivers that have stepped up to pitch into the drivers fund, and the companies that have come on board to to help sponsor the series and stuff. We're in a great place. We keep going up, Billy. I'm super excited for season 2 to roll out. The 305s are going to be coming up here soon as well in just a couple weeks. So, we've got things moving and shaking and cooking. So we're going to wait and see how it goes.
Well, let's do this. We have a lot to talk about. We always do. We always seem to find to talk about something and interview people. Let me see. Let's get on with the national anthem, and then we can get right back into racing. And they'll be qualifying by then, but there'll be about 3.5 minutes left. So let's go to the national anthem for all you race fans. Welcome to all the family members, brothers, sisters, and friends. If you'd like to stand or take off your hat, we're going to play the national anthem right now. We're going to get right back to the action here at Lernerville with United Dirt Sim Series.
Two-time Grammy and three-time Academy of Country Music Award winner Leanne Rimes in the performance of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see?
Guys, okay?
By the dawn's early light, what's around
Not working.
you held at the twilight's
What?
last gleaming.
You're not live.
Who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so
Billy, it's not live.
Yeah, it is. Never mind. Continue on as you were. You used a different link.
He used a different link.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, race fans, and welcome back to United Dirt Sim Series. My name is Billy Idle, and I'm here with Dave Ward, my counterpart, my announcer, my buddy. We got so much to talk about. We have 56, 57 cars tonight. We got the bounty
Hell
for
yeah.
Shell. What else is there more to talk about except for
Well,
this bounty?
I tell you what, I got Mr. Shell, and I think he is done qualifying. So I'm going to bring him in. Let's ask him if he's how he's feeling about tonight.
You got it. You go for it, my friend.
Tyler, are you there? He might be qualifying. We're going to give him.
I'm here.
Okay. How are you feeling tonight about the whole bounty here, Lernerville, and everybody getting ready to snipe you?
Feel the pressure. I kind of don't feel so hot, so this could be a kind of not so fun night. But we're quick time here, so let's just see what we can do.
Absolutely. Well, I saw a lot of the elbows up guys come out to support you, but they're all trying to shoot for that money, even though they're teammates. They're still trying to put their name in the hat. It looked like.
I'll just have to. I'll tell them they owe me the money. I let them win. That's what they're gonna get told.
Well, where can we expect to find you tonight? Are you going to be high or low, or what's your plan of attack?
What the track needs. Where the line's at.
Sure.
I can run about anywhere here, so
That's
it'd be a good
awesome.
race. We'll have to
Well,
see here. I'll be around in the heat race. Start on the pole.
I think it's going to be exciting. We're super excited to have you show up again, and good luck tonight, man. I hope you do well. Talk to you later.
Yep.
All right, so there it was right there from the man himself, Tyler Shell, the number 85 with the 12.255 sitting on top of the board as it stands right now. Looks like quite a few of the drivers already have their times in for qualifying. Probably about three-quarters of them. We have just a few stragglers here. One name that I'm noticing sitting down low on the board, not quite sure what's going on with that because he's normally pretty darn quick, is Mr. Mark Jessup from Jessup Logistics with a 16.959. So I'm not sure if he just missed the setup bus on this one or if he's playing out a strategy. Not quite sure, but he's sitting towards the lower end of the qualification tonight.
Yeah, he sometimes hasn't really struggled all year. Even at the beginning of the year he hasn't struggled. So, you never know. He might. You know what? We're talking Lernerville, Dave. You can go right off the berm and cost you 2, 3, 4 seconds, right?
Well, absolutely, and I mean, even if you get into an incident here, that was another thing that we were kind of kicking around while everything was going on, Billy, was if something happens here and you have to make a pit stop for your quick pit or your quick fix, you have to go outside of the track here, which makes it a lot harder to get in and out to access pit road and everything. So that could be a game changer as well, and could put some drivers down laps if they have to make a pit stop.
Yeah, if they choose to do that, any driver that chooses to do that, they're going to get a speeding penalty. What it really probably boils down to, I don't know all the rules. I don't make them and I don't follow them all the time, but they're going to probably get an EOL. They're going to get their black flag. They'll probably get it waived. But in general, with the pits being in out of the track, you're going to go a lap down. So hopefully that no one's going to. You're going to get a lap down and you might be able to get it back, but definitely middle of the race. You're not going to get your lap back, so you're hoping if you're going to do it, you're going to do it at the beginning. But again, since we're talking about rules and stuff, United Dirt Sim Series, we can go into that later. But there's a lot of things changing for the next season, and we're winding down to our first season. We're starting our second, and a lot of good things I think is going to be happening for United Dirt Sim Series and the Dirt Oval stuff.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like you said, we can definitely touch on the changes that we've been kicking around for the classes, but lots of things that were pointed out. We didn't have a lot of issues with this first season, but just things that we've learned as we've put it on, and what we thought would work maybe didn't work, and we've learned as we've went. And season two, I'm really excited for that because there's going to be a lot of changes, and it's going to tighten things up and bring it a little bit closer to a simulation for the racing, the way it should be, the way it's intended. I think, Billy.
Absolutely. You're going to run this if we're going to run sim racing at the finest and at the level that everybody, all these leagues, all the leagues, not just United Dirt Sim Series, but all the other leagues. If you really want to keep this as close to real as possible, you're going to have to run the race program as the rules are stated in real racing because of sim racing and iRacing. You can do that because of the technology. So I think some people might not like it, but then you know what? Go out there in a race and flip your car and think that you can get your lap back and push a button. It's not going to happen. So I think we're going to be harder on the drivers. It's going to clean them up. It's going to make great racing, and it's going to keep it as real as you can keep it. And I think more people are going to enjoy it more than the ones that aren't. So I think it's exciting. So we're going to get into Heat 1 here at the Jessup Logistics 410 Elite Series, race number 8 here at Lernerville. And we're going to start off with Heat race number 1, 10 laps, top 4 go to the final with row number 1 in the 06, Ryland Gray. In the second spot outside the first row, number 86, Chase Swafford.
Row number 2, starting in the third position, is going to be the number 32 of Kevin Click. Outside of him, in the number 4 spot, is going to be the number 85 of Mr. Tyler Shell.
In the third row inside, number 11, Robert Mancini. In the sixth spot outside of row number 3, number 97, Alex Hanna.
Row number 4 on the inside, starting in that 7th position, is going to be the 02 of Brandon Shipley. Starting on the outside of him in the 8th position is going to be the number 56 of Randy Shreves.
In the fifth row inside, number 67, Miles Jansen. In the 10th spot, number 60, William Pillant.
Row number 6 is going to be the number 30 of Mark Jessup. In that 11th spot, outside of him, going to round out the field is going to be the number 48 of Tyler Matheny in 12th. Now, some of these cars, Billy, that you hear us call out, we call out the iRacing numbers that we see on the screen. We're going to do a little bit, as much as we can. Sometimes guys jump in a little bit early and numbers get swapped around, and we apologize for that, guys, for the broadcast. We're working on cleaning that up for season 2, so we will see what we can do here. They're green flag racing right now. Looks like Rylan Gray and that 06 going to jump out. Oh, we went 3 wide. You see that, Billy, coming out of turn 2 down the backstretch?
3 wide on a small track. Looks for dangerous.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy. Looks like Gray going to get passed by Mr. Tyler Shell himself. They all have their sights set on him tonight. Let's see if they can do anything with it.
Well, you've already spoke to Tyler. Tyler already said he doesn't feel good. He feels the pressure. Don't forget. Oh, look at Tyler gets into it, Rylan, just a little bit. That could have been just maybe a net code, but Tyler's running high. Oh, and that goes Gray up.
Look
to
at
the
that
wall.
save.
Nice
Did you
save.
see that save by Rylan Gray? Puts it in the wall, gets airborne, and brings it back down and continues on. That's actually hard to do, even in a simulation. So pretty impressive driving from Rylan Gray there. Chase Swafford taking over that second position in that number 86. 06 of Rylan Gray in third, and the number 32 of Kevin Click holding down that last transfer position. Robert Mancini in the number 11 is on the outside looking in, trying to get up into that last transfer position into the A main.
Yeah, he's working hard right now. He's running 12.6, pretty consistent. His best lap was a 12.6. The leaders right now are running 12.3s. You know, Click is running a 12.6 in fourth place, so Mancini's a little faster. There he is, right on nose to tail, running a high side. Click running down on the bottom.
And here they go into 3 and 4. Let's see. They're both going to stay on that higher end. Kevin Click in that blue and white, number 25, as you see it on the screen. We show him as the number 32 on our track data.
You got Click and
Robert
Mancini right now.
Mancini.
They're running that slider in 1 and 2. You notice that they're going down and sliding up. That must be the fastest way around right now, Dave.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're going to see these guys all the way up on that very top lip. Ripping the lip here at Lernerville. That's what they say. That's what they say is one of the fastest lines around the track. But that's flirting with disaster for sure.
Well, there's your winner, Tyler Shell, with Swafford second, Gray third, Click fourth. But like you said, we were talking to Tyler to finish our story is, you know, he doesn't feel good. He got the bounty on him. It's a lot of pressure. It's just not about the money. It's just a lot of pressure to win as many races as Tyler's won. You know, he's won 5 straight with his Dave, and you got the Buckshot that's won. He's also won 1. And, you know, and then you got Raleigh. He hasn't done that well lately, but he's also a contender. So there's you know, you got Royer. You got a couple guys can knock Shell off. And with him not feeling too good, there's no excuse. He doesn't feel good. He didn't sound like the same Tyler that I've listened to before. So, you know, there's some pressure built up there. So it's going to be some great racing here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, he always feels the pressure. Look at the talent pool that we have here. I mean, there's so many drivers, and these guys aren't slouches. They are ready to throw down, and he knows it. And
yeah, he does.
you know, it's all about bragging rights. At the end of the day, I don't even think it's about the money. He's done such a great job. He's on one hell of a run, and you know, I wish him the best. It's great to see him show up and, you know, come in unbeatable like that. It makes everybody faster. When you race with fast people, Billy, you and I both know that.
Yep.
That you know, even like working with Billy Brickley, Buckshot, you know, whenever we work with them, you know, on our downtime with the team and everything, running with fast guys definitely makes you faster. And these guys are constantly improving. Some of these guys that I've seen starting at the beginning of the year, perfect example right here, row number 1 on the inside, Aiden Beerline in that number 13. You know, he was newer to iRacing at the beginning of the season, and this kid, he is a kid, and he is improving each and every race. We're glad to see him come out and stick with it, and he's showing the adults that he definitely deserves to be here, I think. So, what do you think, Billy?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You know, there's a lot of young kids that are good here, but you got the second spot, Hayden Harvey. In the second row, Shea Paulo, number 35, Richie Preston, number 25, in the fourth spot.
Row number 3 is going to be the number 82 of Dustin Catch Fence Griffiths. He might get lucky tonight, Billy. There's no catch
No
fence, or
catch fence
hardly
around
any
here.
at
Well,
all.
yeah, he'll find one. Don't worry.
Outside of him is the number 91 of Kyle Sargent.
In the fourth row inside, number 4, Tyler Street. In the A spot, number 99, Baden Stewart.
Row number 5 is going to be the number 59 of Caleb Harmon and the number 19 of Mason McGee. We are going green flag. Let's go. 3 wide going into 1 and 2. Beerline holding it down in that 13A. Whoa,
Paulo,
they are
Shea
getting
Paulo.
together.
That was Paulo and Harvey getting into it right there. Harvey's
I
in
tell
the
you
second
what,
spot.
These top 4 transfer positions are so important, Billy, to lock you into that feature. You know, we look at them. I mean, even Catch Fence struggling just a little bit right there. Dustin Griffiths getting the tail wagon, going all the way down the back straightaway.
Yeah,
Richie Preston pulling into that second position. Shea Powell third. Baden Stewart in fourth. Street fifth. So Griffiths down to 8th position. So struggling just a little bit there here at Lernerville. It looks like it might have bit him.
yeah. You know, when you look at this, when you look at these mains right now in these heat races before the transfer, you know the top 4 who goes to the final. So you know with 56, 57 cars, you know the B and the C main is stacked with A main event winners.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, each and every time these guys have a chance to win, it can be, you know, there's half the field here tonight has a chance of winning the race if the things fall in their direction and everything works out and they pull off a perfect show. It goes for everybody. Shell still has to pull off. You know, he can't make too many mistakes because these guys are going to be right there on him.
Right.
So right now, it looks like Richie Preston, that number 25, trying to put the pressure on the number 13A of Aiden Beerline. And he's not getting it done yet. He's pulling some sliders, but Beerline running that high line. Now he's going to cross him over and try and take it back. So he's going to throw the slider back up in front. Preston able to hold on to that high side. Beerline doing a great job of keeping it out of his way. And now look at that, Shea Powell right there as well. So Beerline going to go from first to third.
Oh,
Paolo
Shea
into the
Paulo
wall. Whoa, upside down. Shea Paolo taking over the lead there for a brief moment.
And we were talking about Dustin Griffiths finding a catch fence. I think Shea Paulo caught one.
Yeah.
And he's still getting banged around on the infield.
Wow. Oh, race is over there. So I just saw Beerline go flying off the back straightaway. Much like the dart, a lawn dart there.
Yep.
So Richie Preston with the win in the number 25, the number 13 of Aiden Beerline in second. Tyler Street in that number 4 went 7th to 3rd. So that was pretty awesome. And then Shea Paolo taking home the 4th position. So that is your top 4 transfer spots. We are rolling. They are getting gridded up right now for heat number 3. Man, I tell you what, Billy, it's just great seeing all these drivers coming out here and, you know, having such a large showing and everybody coming out to support the United Dirt Sim Series.
It all starts with the talent. Nothing takes away from us beginners. You know, us beginners like myself and like maybe you, done it short time. We come race. We come by ourselves. But you got like the Billy Raleigh, the Billy Brickley, the Tyler Shell, the Mason Hannigan. You got these guys, Darren Detweiler. These guys are fast cats, but they also they help United Dirt Sim Series. They bring more talent to us. So if they enjoy racing with us, the better talent will follow, and that's how United Dirt Sim Series has built up. You know, we've built up by our reputation, but we also can't thank the racers enough, and especially the talented racers, to come over, join us, and keep coming back, because they do have followers. It's in any type of racing, any sport. If you have fast guys or great players, it attracts fast guys and great players, and that's why we're building up so fast right now. We have a lot of talent that's helped us out in the long run.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And, you know, we keep growing each and every time. I just looked yesterday at our league roster. We have 354 drivers in our league.
That's
For this first season, I think that is
pretty
well, it's
impressive.
probably about 250 more than I actually thought we were going to get in season one, to be quite honest. But we've it's been great, man, and watching as this season is about 3/4 of the way
Yeah.
through for these 410s. I'm so excited to see these guys coming out each and every week, and they put on one hell of a show for us and give us something to talk about.
Well, we got starting grid row number 1, number 7, Jaden Wolf, Jeffrey Stewart, number 72 in the second row. I mean, in the second spot.
Row number 2 is going to be the number 51 of Mark Broderick, and outside of him is going to be the number 79 of Billy Rowley.
Third row inside, Jake Traynor, number 14 in the sixth spot, number 52, Austin Fiola. And we're going racing.
We are going racing. I apologize we didn't get through that. I just didn't shut up, would I, Billy? Why didn't you say shut up, Dave?
Nope.
I tell you what, Jaden Wolf jumping out to a commanding lead right now, has about 4 car lengths on that second position. And Mark Broderick sitting in second right now, as it's shown unofficially. Jake Traynor in third, and Mr. Rowley, the number 79, in that fourth position.
In that beautiful
Stewart
red, black,
just
and white car.
outside. Yeah. I tell you what, Paints by Tuna Can is Billy Rowley, and he does one hell of a job putting the sprint paint down. I tell you what, there's some of my favorites. Every time I see a new one by him, they always catch your eye for sure, and he's got it down for sure. We like it. So we got a blinker out there on the track. It's the number 14 of Jake Traynor. Rowley doing his best to stay off him, but didn't even have any idea where he was there for a minute, I don't think. So Billy Rowley taking over the third position in that number 79. Jaden Wolf still out front in that number 7. Fast Cat right there. He's looking pretty good tonight.
Yeah, he is. Mark Broderick now in that second spot, followed by Billy Rowley. That's the 79, the black, red, and white one. Then you got Traynor in the black, red, and white one. And then you got Jeffrey Stewart setting back. He's setting back a little bit. He's setting back about 0.6 of a second. There's 4 laps to go. He's going to have to make up some ground. He's running 13.2s, 13.4s his last lap. Jake and Rowley's running 13.0s, 13.1s. So right now he's about 0.3 off the pace. Unless Rowley or Traynor makes a mistake, Jeffrey Stewart's not going to catch him by the lap times. Nothing that I say won't catch him, but when you start falling off about 0.2, 0.3 of a second a lap with 3 laps to go, it's gonna hurt you. He gets a little loose right there. That's Jeffrey Stewart right there in the 72, getting a little sideways. He's up in the slick right now. The track's starting to dry out.
Yeah, and watch these guys where they're running now. They are running all the way up against that lip, and that's going to be a fine razor's edge by the time we get to the main event, I think.
That was Rowley coming out of 4, getting totally sideways. You can read the side of his car just on that last lap. That shows you how slippery this track is, and there goes Broderick. I think he went for a ride. That was a race. The running order is Wolf, Broderick, Rowley, and Traynor. For some reason, a lot of people do. Look at
nice things.
Look at. I got this picture up. There's 3 guys that took off. I think everybody's excited about launching their cars out in the trees. For some reason,
you can't have nice things.
Yeah.
iRacing purposely leaves the wall off. They give us a nice, beautiful track with no wall, and everybody says, "Let's jump it."
Dude, they want to. It's like a Joey Chitwood or Evel Knievel. Everybody, I think these drivers talk before the race, and I think they all bet on who can launch into the trees the farthest.
Right? It's funny because if you listen real close, you hear.
Yeah, you do. But you get. But even to go back to the United Dirt Sim Series, man, we appreciate everybody that comes out. There's a lot of great leagues out there. We never want to. Not encourage people to go race other leagues. Go race other leagues, but make sure you come back and race with us, because there's so many terrific leagues out there, and those leagues that have been around for years. That's what United Dirt Sim Series is trying to follow, because we're trying to follow the best. We're not just doing this for the fun of it. We're trying to do this to make it to be one of the best iRacing, sim racing for race fans and for the drivers, for their family members, for everybody to watch. So there's a lot of great leagues out there. There's a lot of leagues out there that we've tried to look at their rules and stuff so we can make our stuff better. So that's what's making this all possible, is having such a great league of United Dirt Sim Series and great drivers, because there's so much out there that is been around for years. So we're very fortunate to have the drivers and how many drivers we have for our first season.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. Here we go. Row number 1, number 40 of Dustin Shreves taking that pole position tonight in the 4th heat. Outside of him in that second position is going to be the number 12 of Riley Emig.
In the second row, Michael Sheraton, number 23. In the 4th spot outside, number 43, the Greenwood himself, Jake Greenwood.
Row number 3, the number 9 of Lance Heinberger and the number 10 of Coulter West.
In the 4th row, 46, Jeremy Isabel in the 7th spot. 8th spot, number 24, Brian Kozak.
Yikes. They
Lemperson
are green
and
flag.
Dowd.
Man, they come fast here, don't they? We didn't even get through the lineup. We apologize, guys. Number 15 right there. Look at this. 3 wide going down the back straightaway. Yikes, bikes. There's going to be a yard sale coming up here in just a second if they're not careful.
Oh, yeah.
Look at these guys. They are all holding it together, though. Nobody is doing suicide sliders and just throwing it in and hoping it sticks. They're all holding a line. They're all looking good. Pushes up the track just a little bit there. The number 9 of Lance Heinberger.
Well, you got the top 5 right there. Look at them. Look at the top 6.
Yeah.
You can throw a blanket over there. Grandma's blanket she made for her quilted porn star daughter. You could throw right over it.
Yikes, look at that. Second place in the number 12, Riley Emig. Oh, they get together. Taking out Heinberger, and I believe that was Jeremy Isabel.
Heinberger, Greenwood. Isabel still has
no.
Heinberger and Greenwood that went bye-bye.
Dang, man. Well, luckily it's only the heat race, but that's definitely going to force them into the alphabet soup. And now those guys have to try and come back up onto the track. And I don't know if you've ever been off track here, Billy. I have plenty of practice here. I can tell you, it's pretty slick trying to get back up to speed going down that back straightaway when you have cars whizzing at you at full tilt. So.
That was a silly donkey butt question. Do I have ever been off here? Dude, I could tell you every piece of grass over the dirt. I can tell you every piece of weed or grass over that dirt.
Hey, did you know that there's a boat out past the back straightaway? I found that the other day.
Really? I took it out last week. I hooked up my truck. I got my 4x and I went fishing in it. Nobody said I couldn't use it.
Right. But here we go. So holding down the top spot right now, Michael Sheridan in the number 23. Second, still going to be the number 40 of Dustin Shreves. Jeremy Isabel still holding down that third position. I think he got it tangled up a little bit, but he didn't get pushed off the track, I don't believe. I thought he did. Now he gets into the wall there. Riley Emig back there in the number 12. He was one of the cars that went over the back straightaway, and he's right back up to the 4th position. Brad Lamberson now, a few car lengths back, so he's trying to make something happen, but that's going to be the race. Sheridan, Isabel, Shreves, and Emig are going to transfer over to the main.
Yeah, the only thing bad about going fishing, I forgot to get my fishing license, and I got pulled over, so they gave me a ticket for fishing, and it's okay. I just told them.
I just received a message from Billy the Buckshot Brickley, and he said that there's going to be a boat party sometime tonight. So we'll have to be on the lookout for that.
Hey, Captain, we're gonna have our s'mores, our Captain Morgan, our sour whiskey, whatever you drink. There's gonna be a party tonight. Maybe Shell can pay for some of it if he wins.
I don't know. Look at who's starting up front here in this 5th and final heat. Trevor Royer in the number 90 and the number 5 of Anton Hernandez going to be outside of him, starting in the second position, row number 1.
Starting in grid row number 2 in the 3rd spot, the Little Hurricane Mason Hannigan, number 15, which is number 1X on his car. And in the 4th spot, number 3, Darren Detweiler.
Row number 3 is going to be the double odd of Billy Buckshot Brickley in that 5th position. 6th position,
Caleb Johnson.
Billy, I apologize.
Caleb Johnson. In the 4th row inside, number 41, Joseph Johnson. And in the A spot, number 16, Brian Dorge. In the 5th row, in number 26, Gage Stevens. In the 10th spot, number 1, Blaine Brink. And sitting in the 6th row all by himself, number 54, Anthony Reisner.
Sorry about that, Billy. I don't know what happened there, but my whole little scoring system glitched there. But we're back up and going now. Getting ready to roll out here. So Trevor Royer going to be another one of those names to watch tonight. He's starting on the inside with that UDTV gray and red machine. Watch him. Let's see how his start is. But look at who he's got right behind him, Billy. He's got Mason Hannigan in that 1S, as well as the 3D of Darren Detweiler and the double ot of Billy the Buckshot Brickley. They're
Yeah.
all chasing him down right now.
Those are
Anton
4 fast cars.
Hernandez, whoo, he's got a bunch of murder hornets on his ass right now. Hopefully he can try and shake them and get away. But I don't think so. They are all charging through the field quickly. Royer trying to get pulled out as quickly as possible, and he is doing it so far. Look at the dust starting to kick up. So
410
that could be
starting
an
to dry it
interesting-
out. Oh, it's starting to dry out already, and this is only the heat race number 5.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy. So right now, Royer holding down the top spot. Hernandez in second. Mason Hannigan third. Billy the Buckshot Brickley in fourth. Darren Detweiler outside looking in that fifth spot.
Yeah, he's got Brickley right in front of him. The double lot shotgun working the bottom on Mason Hannigan. The buckshot on the bottom. He doesn't run the bottom very much, but he knows the moisture's there. He'll probably throw a slider on Hannigan. He's probably going to bring it up. No, he's going to stick it down. Hannigan's going to stay up high on the shelf right now. The buckshot stays in the middle. Going to drop it down to the bottom. You got Hernandez right in front of Hannigan. Hannigan's running Hernandez down.
Now here's something that the folks watching don't actually think about a lot, but when Billy the Buckshot Brickley stays side by side like that, that's actually, he's got a lot of trust knowing that Mason Hannigan's going to hold his line, because you can't see to the right side, out of the right side of your car with that wing that's hanging down. So he had no idea where Mason Hannigan was. He was just hoping that he was going to hold his line like Billy was, and it all worked out for him.
Yeah, you can't see on the right side, but when you're racing against a buckshot, you pretty much know 99.9% of the time he's not going to drive into you or drive through you. The guy's a pretty damn talented driver. And you got the Mason Hannigan has been around real racing for many years, his whole life. And he's trustworthy, but that kid has gotten so good in the last 3 weeks. It's really one of the upcoming stars in sprint car racing.
Look at this. Hernandez getting hungry. He's going up to the high side, going through 1 and 2, trying to chase down Trevor Royer. He's going to get it down the back stretch, but let's see. Royer couldn't hold him off. New leader, Hernandez.
Hernandez with the win. Royer
Anton
second.
Hernandez.
Yeah. Mason
coming
Hannigan
out of
and Brickley. Yeah, that was a good run to finish it off. That's definitely going to put you in the A main final and definitely give you one of the probably the fifth row. You think fourth row, maybe fourth row start.
I think it would be like second or third.
Maybe third.
row,
Yeah, third, because that was the
possibly,
fifth
yeah.
heat. Fifth heat. Now we're going to the C main, 12 laps. They're probably going to take 4, and then they'll take 4 for the main because it's 24. Getting through these announcing through the drivers, and when they grid up, we tend to forget that when we go at Williams Grove or Knoxville, they're larger tracks. When you go to Kokomo or when you go to this track of Lernerville, small tracks, in Lima Land, we got to get on and announce these drivers because we have family members that are looking for their sons or their husbands or grandsons that are racing.
Sure. Row number 1 is going to be the number 9 of Landon Seinberger and the number 16 of Brian Dorge.
I just wanted you to know what it felt like on the
Row number 2 on the inside is going to be the 02 of Brandon Shipley. On the outside of him, starting 4th position, the number 91 of Kyle Sargent. Row number 3 on the inside is going to be the number 52 of Austin Fiala, and outside of him is going to be the number 43 of Jake Greenwood, starting in the 6th position. Starting row number 4, the number 1 of Blaine Brink on the inside, the number 60 of William Plant on the outside. Number 5 is going to be the number 55 of Hayden Harvey on the inside, the number 76 of Trace Olson on the outside. Billy?
I'm here.
Row number 6. Row number 6 is going to be the number 21 of Joe Dowd on the inside. Outside of him is going to be the number 41 of Joseph Johnson. Row number 7, the number 97 of Alex Hanna. On the inside, the number 49 of Jeffrey Herrick. Row number 8, the number 2 of Andrew Hansen, and the triple odd of Austin Stern. Row number 9 is going to be the number 54 of Anthony Reisner and the number 48 of Tyler Matheny. Row number what?
10. Kyle Forbes,
10.
number 57. Mason Mier, number 36 in the 21st. And the 11th row, there's no. Sorry, race fans, for all you guys streaming, I'm really screwing with Dave. So it's like your child. I gotta teach him, and if I don't teach him, he won't learn. So I gotta let him fall back a
Killing
few
me.
spots.
Killing me. Here we go. Heimberger out front in that number 9 car, as you see on the screen.
Yeah.
And the number, oh, we got trouble already. Blaine Brink coming out of turn number 2. Looked like he collected a few cars. Not quite sure what happened there. I don't think it was his problem. It looked like it was just a racing deal there, but that's definitely going to take him out. We are only transferring 4 out of the C into the B. They will be running the alphabet soup tonight, so some of these guys are not looking forward to it.
Well, there's the battle right there for the 4th, 5th, and 6th. That's Greenwood, Sargent, Harvey, and Brandon Shipley.
Yikes. I mean, look at that. We've got Jake Greenwood moving into the 3rd position. Hayden Harvey in the 4th. Jake Greenwood running that new paint. I almost didn't recognize it, and I even painted his car. Oh, they get together coming out of 4. Look like Harvey got together with
Brian
Dorge.
With
Yeah,
Dorge,
that's too bad. Dorge just joined the league, I believe, today. So.
Oh, and there goes Kyle Sargent. He goes off the track.
Oh man.
So now you got Brandon Shipley in the 4th spot right now, sitting all by himself. Trace Olson right behind him, but he's sitting back about 8-10 car lengths. So Brandon Shipley in the 02 right now in the blue and orange car is your 4th place transfer car to the B. Hayden Harvey 3rd, Greenwood in the 2nd spot. Heinberg in the lead right now. There's the battle. Here comes Greenwood and Heinberg for the lead. Greenwood in the 43 in the red. The purple one, number 9, is Heinberger. That is your leader. There's a battle for 1st and 2nd right now, nose to tail.
Man, I tell you what, look at that. Greenwood starting to turn the screws on him. Tighten it up here. Look at that. He's going to try a slider. Heinberger's going to come back down the inside. Jake Greenwood almost puts it over the backside, going down the back straightaway. And now look at how much faster that outside line was. That made him look like he was standing still. Hayden Harvey comes up, wasn't able to get checked up fast enough, and accidentally got into the back of Heinberger there. He was carrying a lot of momentum, Billy.
Greenwood was literally on the edge of going over, but the traction and the cushion was there. It drove him around that corner like a slingshot when he came off of 4.
I mean, look at that. He put 5 car lengths easily on Heinberger, and they were dead nuts even as they went down the back straightaway. Now it looks like Heinberger might be having some issues with his car there as Hayden Harvey got around him, and I mean, no, nothing bad about Hayden Harvey. I'm just saying it looked like he got around him real quick. So hopefully, Jesus. Now these guys are
just launching.
Trick here.
Yeah, who's got the best trick?
That's crazy.
I've never seen that at any of the tracks, and they must be having a ball here at Lernerville.
So the top 4 that are going to transfer: Jake Greenwood, Hayden Harvey, Lance Heinberger, and Shipley. So that's Brandon Shipley. They are going to be over into the B main. Go ahead, Billy.
All right, we're going to go to grid row number 1 in the inside. Car number 11, Robert Mancini in the 2nd spot. Number 59, they call him the Raging Caucasian, Caleb Harmon, number 59. 2nd row, number 72, Jeffrey Stewart in the 4th spot. Brad Lamberson, number 27. 3rd row inside, number 3, Darren Detweiler. Outside of row number 3 in the 6th spot, number 67, Miles Jansen. 4th row, number 99, Baden Stewart in the number 99. And in the 8th spot, number 77, Dustin Sargent. 5th row inside, Coulter West, number 10. In the 10th spot, Gage Stevens, number 26. In the 6th row inside, number 56, Randy Shreves. In the 12th spot, Mason McGee, number 19. 7th row inside, Mason Inman, number 42. And Brian Kozak, number 24 in the 14th spot. 8th row inside, number 22, Caleb Johnson. And in number 30 in the 16th spot, Mark Jessup. 9th row inside, number 82, Dustin Griffin, the catch fence. And in the 18th spot, number 45, Andrew Holmes. 10th row inside, the 43 of Jake Greenwood. And the 20th spot of Hayden Harvey, number 55. In the 11th row inside, and in the number 9, Lance Heinberger. In the number 22nd position, Brandon Shipley in the 02. What a race we're going to have now. This is crazy. B main event. 15 laps. Yellows sometimes count, don't they, Dave?
Yeah, if it's a multi-car incident, we should see a caution flag, come out if needed. But if it doesn't really affect the racing line too much, they let it go because we are looking for as many green flag laps as we can get here. So here we go, getting ready to start this B main.
Wow, what a jump.
Woo-wee. Robert Mancini in that number 11. But look at that. The number 72 of Jeffrey Stewart chasing him down as they went down the back straightaway. He's going to be another one. He is the guy that always puts together all of the cool promotional videos for Elbows Up Sim Sports. And look at that. First caution out tonight. And it's going to come out here in the B main, and they are going to get these cars woed down. Now watch this. Watch the pace car, Billy. Let's watch the pace car real quick.
Is he going to jump off turn 1 and 2?
I think so. He's a nut. So Robert Mancini holding down that top spot. Jeffrey Stewart in second. In third is going to be Miles Jansen, and the fourth spot right now, that last transfer position, is Darren Detweiler. So Brad Lamberson just on the outside. Maybe he's not going to do it. He's going to make a fool of me here. No, I think he's going to do it on this lap.
Okay, hold on. We're going to get him. Here we go.
We'll see. Let's see if he does it or not. I was talking to him before the race, so.
Oh, no. We don't get no blimp. I'm trying to get that pace truck.
Looks like Mark Jessup struggling a little bit tonight, but he's making some moves up towards trying to break into that top 10. It looks like he might be off track, actually. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, Mark Jeff's in the 14. He's in the 14th spot right now.
14th in the 14J. He was having some connection issues earlier, so I'm not sure if that was affecting his night at all, or if he's just on the struggle bus tonight. Everybody's allowed to be on the struggle bus every once in a while. I have a permanent ticket to the struggle bus.
Did you have to buy a season pass for that?
I did, yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
As many miles as I want to go on the struggle bus, I can. Unlimited. So here we go. We're going to get him racked and stacked and ready to rock again here at Lernerville. We should be seeing him go too wide here as they're getting ready to come across the start-finish line.
You think they're going to go? Are they going to start him single file or double? What do you think?
I think they're going to be double file here, if I remember right.
Okay. Well, we got down 11 laps to go.
Well,
We've already
maybe
dropped
not.
4 laps.
No, I guess not. We're going to go ahead and stay single file for this one.
The pole shutter's going to fire
Stewart.
Mancini. Mancini's going to fire at any time after the pace truck gets off the track.
Yeah, and there's actually an inside cone here, Billy. So these guys all know where the green flag comes out, because as soon as that first car breaks the plane of that inside cone, which you'll see if you're watching on the inside of turn number 4 there, you'll see an orange cone, and that's where the green flag actually comes out if they don't jump the start or don't set it afire when they want to. So looking really racy right there from Darren Detweiler. He's working that inside line. He was sitting in that 4th position, but I have a feeling he's going to get freight trained right on by with all those guys that are on the outside. Number 67 of Miles Jansen.
Oh, and we got a crash.
All out of shape, man. He ran one hell of a slider through 1 and 2, and then just sent it. And that's going to ruin a few people's nights, including his own, because with the talent pool here, it's something that if you make a mistake like that, it's going to cost you your night for sure, because there's no way you can get back up through the pack once you have an issue like that. I don't.
Well, let's
believe.
keep our eye on the 67 up top right now. He's going to come down. He's going to get right underneath. He gets a little bit of I think coming around this next lap on the back straightaway, he gets willed. But we're going to find out here with Miles Jansen. Are we going to catch it? Does he go off and he comes back on? Here it goes. Just a little bit. I think it's just a racing deal, Dave. I mean, it looks like he just got loose. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he got a little. He might have been in over his head a little bit there on the slider going through the corner, and then just couldn't hold on to it down the back straightaway. But unfortunately, I do think that gathered a few
Fast
guys.
cars.
all the way up to 14th position now, is 1 lap down. So some rough nights for some of these guys, and Griffiths is one of them down there in the number 82. 9 laps down, unfortunately. So end of the night early for him, and that's too bad because we haven't. Dustin's had quite a bit of bad luck, it seems like, here with United Dirt Sim Series as of late, and hopefully he can turn that around because he's a great driver. I love to watch the guy race.
Well, this is not the easiest track. There's a lot of people that don't like
No.
this track. Not saying they don't like it, but they don't like it. They really don't like it. They don't like the non-walls. A lot of people like walls because the clay gets pushed up against the wall and it kind of forms a cushion, even when the cushion's not there. So you get off a little bit on this track, and you're going for a ride, and you're not going to get back in the race in one piece.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Here we go. Robert Mancini still holding down that top spot. And they are running some interesting lines here, trying to find some moisture, and they're having to modify some of these lines, and it's not working out for Darren Detweiler. He goes around coming out of turn number 4. Looked like he might have gotten together with, I believe it was Lance Heinberger. I'm not sure. That's not going to draw the caution now. This race is
2 laps left.
going, yeah, we are almost done with it. Robert Mancini, Jeffrey Stewart now back into that 3rd position, and Baden Stewart in 4th. But they are not done battling for the positions as it stands right here. That's going to do it.
Whoop.
Mancini, Lamberson, Stewart, and Stewart. So those are going to be your top 4. Lance Heinberger, the best of the rest there. Unfortunately, Hayden Harvey not making it. Jake Greenwood out early. Caleb Harmon, Darren Detweiler. I mean, listen to all those names. Brian Kosak, Mark Jessup. I mean, we've got some great guys that didn't end up making it to the.
Well, watch this
to
replay,
the
Dave. This is an exciting replay right here. I think it's the number 99. Maybe not. Let's see. We're going to throw a little replay before we get into the warm-up and watch those guys practice. Let's see. There goes one car, but watch 99. Let's watch him go for a ride. He's going to slide it on a couple semis, and he's going to slide it, throw some sparks, land it, and he's right in his pit stall.
There you go. That's how you do it, right? Isn't that how you
Right.
do it?
Yeah. Yeah, right.
That's awesome.
Well, 1 minute and 15 seconds. Right now, they're doing some hot laps. So these guys are getting their cars dialed in. They're changing setups. They're changing gearing. They're changing anything they want because it's open setup. And this is going to be an exciting main event, 40 laps.
Oh, I tell you what, and the track looks great, but if you really stop to think about it, these guys that were from the first few heats went out on a completely different track, Billy. Like Shell, who was in one of the first few heats there, Richie Preston, Jaden Wolf. All those guys haven't seen the track for about a half an hour. A lot has changed in that half an hour. So they're going to use this time to see if the setup that they were running before is going to work, or if they're going to have to go back and put some tire dope on it, or what they're going to have to do to make it stick. But it should be interesting for sure.
Well, you got 24 cars on this track testing. You can see coming out of the pit gate, out of the pits right now. Some of these guys are stopped for like 3 laps because the track is so small and so fast that these guys just can't come out of the pits and just get on the track because they'll get hammered. So some of these guys talk to each other. Hey, I'm coming on, run low. I see you coming the back straightaway. So it's tough sometimes to get on the track and get some laps like some of these guys that get on it right away. When you get on it right away, then you don't have to worry about it. But if you come on about 15th through the 20th, 24th spot in practice, getting on's kind of hard because you have to stop. You just can't. Well, you just got to stop. These guys are getting all the aggression out right now. You can tell.
For sure. Well, we are going to get ready to line up for the main event. How about if we thank our sponsors real quick, Billy?
We'd like to thank Design Metal Arts. We'd like to thank Jessup Logistics, Pushin' the Cushion Productions, Sofa King Fast Sim Sport, Works Graphics, Dave Ward and his painting, Speed World Hobbies, and Goyet Trucking. We'd like to thank all our sponsors for making this possible for United Dirt Sim Series, Pushing the Cushion Productions, and we're here live at Lernerville with Jessup Logistics 410 Elite Series, race number 8.
I'm telling you right now, Billy. What's your thoughts? Do you think Shell has enough to hold on for the win?
I think Shell can do it. He's already starting in the front row, but I think he's going to get in some heavy traffic probably by lap number 8 or 9.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because this is not a large track. So here we go. We better get rolling right now. Tyler Shell in row number 1 on the inside, pole position. 25, Richie Preston outside row number 1. Row number 2 is going to be the number 7 of Jaden Wolf on the inside, the number 23 of Michael Sheridan on the outside. Row number 3 is going to be the number 5 of Anton Hernandez on the inside, the number 86 of Chase Swafford on the outside. Row number
4.
4, the number 13A of Aiden Beerline, and the number 51 of Mark Broderick outside him. Row number 5 is going to be the number 46 of Jeremy Isabel on the inside, and the number 90 of Trevor Royer.
And keep your eyes on him.
Yeah, absolutely. Row number 6 is going to be the 06 of Rylan Gray on the inside, and the number 4 of Tyler Street. Row number 7 is going to be the number 79 of Billy Rowley and the number 40 of Dustin Shreves. Go ahead, Billy.
In row number 8, in the inside, number 15, the Little Hurricane, Mason Hannigan. And in the 16th spot, number 32, Kevin Click. 9th row inside, number 35, Shea Paulo. In the 18th spot, number 14, Shake Trevor Trainer. You got me going.
All right, we are green flag racing. We apologize, guys, for not getting all the way through tonight. We are trying as the best we can.
No, he doesn't, guys. I have a new announcer in training. He'll get the hang of it. Trust me.
Oh man, I hope so. I hope so.
You're funny.
Tyler Shell out front. We got one over the backstretch. Looked like he might have had a blown motor there.
Oh,
not quite sure what that was about. Jaden Wolf holding down that second position. Michael Sheridan pulling up into third, and Richie Preston in fourth. Yeah, I'm not sure which car that was, Billy, but did you see that? A blown motor or something?
Blew it
Yeah,
up.
a big plume of smoke coming from that car. Look at that. We are on lap number 4. Tyler Shell. Oh, man, we got him stacking up in the backstretch in turn 2.
We had Brickley involved. We have number 15 involved. We had a pretty big crash right there involving about 4 cars.
So Rylan Gray part of that as well in the 06.
Well, I think that's going to give Tyler Shell a little bit more breathing room. I said he'd run into traffic lap 8. I looked back on lap 4 when the yellow came out, and he was already about a little less than a half a track from already running the last place car down. So I think that was good for Tyler not to have the yellow come out, because now he gets to start over again. He's got more room to work by himself. Tyler gets to fire at any time. He's the leader, so it's the green will be on your leader, Tyler Shell. So Tyler's he's a veteran. He's not no rookie, so I'm sure he's going to get a really good jump. He's going to stay in the moisture. You got Richie Preston, which is a fast cat. Jaden Wolf in the 3rd spot. Michael Sheridan in 4th. Aiden Hernandez in that 5th spot. All unofficial.
Yeah, it looks like Chase Swafford in the 4th position.
Yeah, and Broderick in the 5th. Yes.
Yeah. Yep. But here's an interesting thing to think about, Billy. With Shell and Preston both being on the same team, Elbows Up Simsport, I know that they practice quite a bit, and all of the tricks that Shell can use, Preston has seen before. So that might be something interesting to see. He's coming in from that 3rd position. He has Jaden Wolf in between him. But, as much as they come to support each other, they're all shooting for that money at the end of the day. So.
I just got a text from somebody and said, hey, do you think if Shell and Preston gets into it, is Shell going to let Preston go by for the money and they split it? Absolutely not. That's not how Tyler Shell is, or either one. They are professional racers, and they want to prove that they're the best, and a win's more important than money. Trust me.
And Shell doesn't want to split that money. He's asked me personally what happens if nobody beats him, and I told him, well, bud, you earned it. So,
yep.
He wants that money, all of it, not to split it. And they're not that kind of people either, Billy.
I like the catch fence. I like the catch fence. It looks like a Speed World logo a little bit on Tyler Shell's car. Maybe that'll make me faster.
Maybe. You can hope. Here they go, green flag racing. Tyler Shell in the number 85. Wow, Preston didn't have anything for him on that start. Jaden Wolf in the 2nd position, and he's back about 2 to 3 car lengths. So Shell jumping out there, you can see that high line that he's working. It's already starting to dry out. We'll have to see. Look at that coming down into the inside. Oh, we got a car on the back stretch. Your leader gets around. The driver was able to get it down out of the way before he got collected up by the leaders there. So at least he was trying his hardest to get clear of the track, to get out of the driver's way so he could clear.
Yeah, that's. I think Tyler Shell's kind of loving this right now. To tell you the truth, I don't blame him. I would love it. I would love to run 2, 3 laps and go green. I think he would like to get a little bit more open away from Jaden Wolf and Richie Preston. But again, one thing great about this for Tyler Shell being on the front row and being able to fire and start the green at any time and being the leader, this is just going to give him the little bit advantage. He runs the bottom a lot. But he is very, very good at Lernerville. He's very good at all the tracks, but I know he's good at Lernerville. He likes this track, so he's up on the top. Expect him to go to the bottom eventually. You never know if that top gets too little of a cushion. There's no wall, so it can get where if you make that mistake, you're going to go off. So let's see what Tyler's going to do.
That high side is so fast still right now, but as that bottom comes in, the first few drivers that find that, I think, that could turn out to be a faster line because they're going to be flirting with disaster up on that high side. I've seen it many times from many talented drivers that just push it all the way up to the top and then they end up going over. So that is definitely a riskier line. It is a lot faster right now, but we'll have to see if that bottom line gets a little bit more moisture back in it and comes back. Jaden Wolf pulling up on Shell right now. There you see Preston, Richie Preston as well. Tyler Street looks like he's back in that 7th position, a little hard charger right now. Started in that 12th position, and he's up to 7th. So good run for Tyler Street so far in the number 4. Let's see if he can hold on to that. Aiden Beerline get a little sideways on the start there, but it's going to be a green flag. We are back to green flag racing. We might see a Yahtzee coming up here soon. Let's hopefully they can hold it together here as we are working lap number 15. Tyler Shell in the lead in the number 85. Jaden Wolf still holding it down in the number 7. Mark Broderick now up into that 3rd position, bumping Richie Preston into 4th. Anton Hernandez holding down the 5th position, and Aiden Beerline in 6th. So you can hear the throttle control as Tyler Shell is already starting to pedal the car up on that high side, making sure that he finds that correct balance and keeps that line, Billy.
Yeah, he's on a run right now. He's trying to be smooth as hell. We'll get in the cockpit right now. Tyler's still working that top side right now. He hasn't gone to the bottom yet. Listen to that throttle control from Tyler Shell.
Look at that, and he's already pulling up on some lap traffic. And unfortunately, it's Billy Rowley in the number 79, another elbows up SimSport guy. He has felt a little under the weather. I know that he was sick and actually out for a few weeks. So he is working. We're glad to see that he's feeling better and able to make the races again. And super fast cat. It's kind of strange seeing him being lapped right now.
Yeah, that's unusual.
That is not something that's normal.
Look at
but
Tyler
Rowley
Shell
running that inside line. So.
Look at Tyler Shell working. His elbows are up, man. His elbows up. Look at him working that wheel. He's sawing that thing. He's cutting some logs right now for the fireplace to enjoy his win tonight if he can keep it up. But he's going to have to pull it up.
Off the track. Sorry to interrupt,
That's
Billy.
okay.
Had one go off the track there and 1 and 2. And not seeing who that was, unfortunately, I saw it was a white car. All I saw was the top of the wing go over the back side. There it is right there, the
gray?
number 14.
Oh, was that Jessup?
No, Jake Trainer, it looks like. And now we have a caution flag coming out on the
track.
Caution flag coming out on the speedway. We had a little bit of a yard sale as they came through turn number 4. So as it stands right now, out front, Tyler Shell in that number 85. 2nd position, the number 7 of Jaden Wolf. 3rd position is the number 46 of Jeremy Isabel. So Isabel breaking into the top 3 podium. And 4th is Aiden Beerline in that number 13A. Well, actually, we're going to have to wait and see because my screen is actually updating.
Well, it's always going to update. iRacing just keeps messing with the lineup. It does that until it kind of mellows out after the 2nd lap of the yellow flag. But you got a good hard order right there. Shell, Wolf, Click, Isabel, and Beerline, and then Tyler Street in the number 6 spot. You got the Buckshot now. He's moving into that 11 spot. Mancini 10th. So the Buckshot's sitting outside the top 10 right now. His fastest lap is a 14:1 right now. Tyler's a 13:5, so he's not running the fastest lap. But then, when people look at that, sometimes I get some tech notes and people kind of write to me when we're live streaming and, well, how come he's 6 tenths off or 4 tenths off? Don't forget, these guys are in traffic. The leader's by himself. He doesn't have to worry about traffic, so you're going to be slowed down a lot in traffic.
For sure. Here we go. We are getting ready. We're going through turns 1 and 2 right now. Tyler Shell setting the pace. Jaden Green in that second position. The 25C in that blue and white right there. That's Kevin Click. Shows his number 32 on our screen. And Jeremy Isabel right outside the podium right now in that number 46. So he's having a great night.
Yes, he is.
Here we go. Back to Green Flag Racing. Shell brings them all the way down to the bottom line. And they are rocking and rolling. Shell going to choose that bottom line through 1 and 2, as well as Jaden Wolf. So see, now Shell going to have to pedal the inside. He decided that the outside wasn't worth the effort of having to get way off the throttle. Jaden Wolf can't do anything with him at the moment. They are 4 wide, Billy, as they came through turn number 2. Wow, we've got some great racing going on right now. Shell still out front. Wolf in that second position. Jeremy Isabel up into the third position. Battling with Aiden Beerline in that 13A. Mason Hannigan right behind him in the number 15, and he is on a charge. 15th to 5th position right now for the 1S of Mason Hannigan. So keep an eye on the black, red, and white car going down the back straightaway right now. Going through 3 and 4. The Little Hurricane is on a tear, and he is trying to work his way into the top 5. So here we go right now. A battle for position is for that third position between Beerline working the inside. Now he's fallen back. Hannigan's trying to take him on the outside. So Mason Hannigan not faltering, staying up high. Looks like we had another car go off the back straightaway. It might have been Billy Rowley off of 1 and 2 there. Shell still holding down the top spot. He is just
Railing.
putting in his laps right now.
Just like a little slot car in a track, man, just running around.
Are you sure that's not a train? Because
I don't know,
it's on
man.
rails right now.
He's just like putting his wheels right up on the grass, just consistently, which is extremely hard to do. He gets in, he comes down low, he comes off the corner, he puts his left front right on the grass, right next to the rim, and just stays in the moisture and just powers out. Look at the lead that he has. He has almost a
3 seconds. He has
3
over
second
3
lead.
seconds over second position, Jaden Wolf right now. So Shell making it hard for these guys to get that bounty right now. He is now back up to the high side. And Jaden Wolf still holding down second. Isabel third. Michael Sheridan fourth. We are winding this one down, Billy. Lap number 36. Going to be on lap 37 here in just a minute out of 40. Shell getting it done right now. It's all the Shell show. We got one trying to get out of Tyler Shell's way and hit the wall going down the front straightaway and parked it in the fence. So there
Bounty
it is.
Shell redemption right here. This is a Shell redemption here. Just running.
Man.
Look at that. Just beautiful. Just like just poetry in motion, man. Just consistent.
Well, he's one of the best in the business when it comes to these sprint cars here on iRacing, and he is putting on a clinic right now. He has almost 5 seconds on the second position, the number 7 of Jaden Wolf. Michael Sheridan still holding down third.
They're just crossing the flag stand.
Yeah. Yeah, so right there you're seeing Michael Sheridan taking over that second position from Jaden Wolf. So Jaden Wolf sliding back just a little bit. Battle for second position still on the track right there. You'll see the black, white, and red of Michael Sheridan, the number 15. It shows 23 on our screen. But he's working his way through 3 and 4 right there. He is your new second position. Jaden Wolf third. Oh, and it looked like Preston and Isabel might have gotten together. That is going to be the race.
That is
right
it.
there. So Shell, Sheridan, and Wolf.
Holy
Richie
crud.
Preston 4th, Jeremy Isabel 5th, Mason Hannigan 6th, Tyler Street 7th, Billy Brickley up to that 8th position from 20th, so he was definitely on a tear. Just ran out of time here at Lernerville. It's such a small little bull ring, and
That is
couldn't get it
6
done tonight.
races, Dave. That's 6 races in a row that Tyler
Unreal.
Shell has won. That's
I
unreal with the
mean,
talented drivers that we have here in United Dirt Sim Series. Well, I'm gonna let you take it over. I'm gonna let you go through your interviews, and we're gonna let you bring
oh,
him in. Yep,
are you?
yes, you
Well,
are. My
that's
ears are
super nice
sweating
of you.
here. Captain Morgan has been drinking heavy with me.
Uh-huh. Well, we're waiting to see. We're looking for one more driver to pop into the post-race interviews, and we'll get him up here for an interview just as soon as we can. Waiting on Jaden Wolf to pop into the Discord, so hopefully he gets the memo here, and we can get him in and do the interview.
I'll be right back, Sir Dave.
Okay.
Take it over.
There we go. Taking home the 3rd position tonight in the number 7, Jaden Wolf. How are you doing tonight, bud?
Good. How about you?
Not doing too bad at all, man. That was a great race. You held down 2nd position, and you were up front all night long. What was the track like? It looked like it was. It looked like it was a beast tonight for you guys.
Yeah, I was good towards the beginning and middle end. Everybody was just same speed. There's track was even towards the end. Track started falling away and didn't have the car for it. Bottom started going away.
Well, it looked like you had a great night. I mean, running up front with all the fast cats, and that's no small feat in itself. And you definitely earned your position there. You definitely had to work for it tonight for sure. What how did you feel coming into this race?
I felt pretty confident. I knew there's a bunch of fast people. I was just hoping for like a top 10 or at least making the show.
Well, you did. That's for sure. You definitely put your name on the map there, and I know that you're a little bit newer to United Dirt Sim Series. What do you think so far about the program and the way it's run?
The program's great and it's ran extremely well. It's a great league and I highly recommend this league for more people.
For sure. Well, we're totally glad to have you. Who would you like to thank? Who helped get you out here tonight? Any sponsors or anybody?
I'd like to thank 600cc Performance, Advert, H&H, and just all my friends and family for helping me with my racing career.
Absolutely, man. Well, like I said, great job tonight. We're super glad to have you, and good luck next week. Hopefully, we're doing another interview.
Yep, thank you.
All right, take care.
You too.
Taking home the 2nd position, the number 15 of Michael Sheridan. Man, that was a crazy race, huh?
That it was. I thought I was done. Early on, I got into the back of Richie, and then got drove over from behind. Had to go a lap down. Came back out. Thought, yeah, we'll see what happens. Kind of shocked I got back up.
Well, it seemed like that track looked like it was a rough one to race on tonight. Just as far as with it being so small, so many cars, and a lot of fast guys. I mean, for you to go a lap down and still bring home the 2nd position, I think that's really saying something with the talent pool of drivers that we have here. And man, you made it work tonight for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, after I got that far back, I thought, yeah, there's too many good drivers in here to get back up as far as I did, and I just found the line that was working for me and just kept doing it and picking my spots, and I just happened to catch cars at the right spot with the line I was running to be able to get by them as quickly as I did. And once I got up as far as I did, it was just easier to keep running my line because everybody else seemed to be kind of running something different than I was, and just made it work.
Yeah, it looked like you were running more of the lower line for most of the race, weren't you? Or were you kind of just wherever it would stick?
Initially, it was just kind of wherever it would feel good. And then once I got back going again, kind of ran about a middle slider in 1 and 2, and then
Uh-huh.
just kept ripping the lip in 3 and 4.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that's a really unnerving. We were talking about that for the folks at home tonight about how this track is so unique with not having the wall around 3/4 of the track and not having that visual. Like for me, being a racer, when I like to visually see where the wall is to make sure that I am on the line that I'm supposed to be on, but not having that visual cue, did that affect anything? I know that you've put your time in here at Lernerville, but does that still kind of get into your head a little bit, knowing that you could just fall off the backside of that corner, knowing that you guys have to be all the way up against on that razor's edge of the very high side?
Yeah, you just, I think with a lot of time that I put into this place, I've just kind of learned where I want to enter in all the time.
Mhm.
And you just got to kind of have no fear if you want to be quick.
Well,
You just have to push to the edge and make it stick.
obviously you had no fear tonight because you took that position with what, about five or six laps to go.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
it was about
Something
6
like
laps.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty awesome. I saw Jaden all the way down on the bottom there, and he was kind of uh, you know uh, feathering the throttle to get around the bottom side of that corner, and you caught up to him pretty quick and was able to take that position over. So man, it was awesome watching you work your way through the field, and who would you like to thank? Who helps get you out here tonight?
All my teammates with Brent Marks Racing Sim Team, Babs Auto Supply, M&M Painting and Construction, Fredericksburg Eagle Hotel, Alkaline 88, Nice Crete and Concrete, Wicked Cushion, R.E. Pearson Construction Company, Wolf Run Landscapes. Thank to UDSS for putting this on, and to you guys also broadcasting.
Absolutely, man. Well, we're glad to have you here. And how have you been in the points? I'm sorry I don't have the points directly in front of me, but you are in the points run, if I believe, aren't you?
Yeah,
Honestly, I
Michael.
think
Michael.
so.
He's actually sitting seventh right now. He's got like
Yeah.
237 points. He's about 20 behind Mark Jessup and Mason Hannigan. So I think he's going to be able to move up a little bit on Mark and be closer to Mason. So and Jake Greenwood's like 269. So he's about uh, Michael's about he's probably about 32 points away from probably fourth, which is an outstanding job.
You still got a couple weeks with those throwouts too to hopefully break into the top five for sure in points. So that's got to be pretty exciting. I mean, that's actually something to say with all of the talented drivers that we have in the league. So we're definitely glad to see that that you chose to come spend your Sunday nights with us, Michael, for sure. And we hope to see you again, and hopefully we can be doing another interview with you.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, I pretty much enjoy running this league on Sunday nights. It's I've ran a few others here and there, and once I came to this one, I haven't looked back. Just been sticking with you guys. It's definitely been a pleasure to run with you guys.
You
Well,
like that,
that's awesome.
Michael? You like that? It's like the Johnny Carson show. You got Johnny Carson talking, and I'm a sidekick. I'll just talk once in a while.
Definitely, sounds good.
That's great. All right, Michael. Well,
Whatever
you have,
works, right?
yeah. Somehow we make it through, and people like to watch. So they're weird, I guess. I don't know.
Congratulations, really. It was a great showing.
All right,
Absolutely.
thanks a lot, guys.
Take care, Michael.
Yeah, you guys have a good
Bye.
Talk to you a little bit.
With the win, the number 85 of Mr. Tyler Shell. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Are you feeling better
No,
now that that one's over? No?
head still feels like it's a balloon, so gotta
Uh,
pop.
Yeah, you sound like you got a cold too. You're a little congested, huh?
Yeah.
Poor.
Mhm.
Hey, you did great though, man. You didn't have to eat a lot of dust out in front of you. You kind of a couple of yellows came out, kind of saved you from working the back markers a little bit. So it kind of gave your head a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, it did. I just shouldn't feel too hot running the top. Tried a couple times, so I just ran right around the inside hub. Pussyfooted around there.
well, I mean, we thought you were a freight train for a while there because you looked like you were just on rails pedaling around the inside. And I mean, even with like 5 laps to go, you had over 3 seconds on Jaden when he was running in that second position. So it seemed to be working pretty well for you.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised with that, to be honest with you, because this track usually once it gets that slick, the bottom in 3 and 4 is just dog crap. So I was kind of surprised that I was still pulling them there. So I realized I was still pulling them. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep running here. Why try to risk it and hit run off track, and there goes my win streak. So I just kept right on the ball.
Jeez, man. Unbeatable right now. What is that like? I mean, you've done how many, Billy?
Six
Say it.
now. This is six, baby. Six of them.
Six.
Six big ones and a lot of
You
money
have a
coming in.
6-pack going right now. We put up $100 between Jessup Logistics, Works
James Thompson.
Graphics, yeah, James Thompson, and Andrew Hansen and Sofa King Sim Sports. $100 to find somebody that could beat you, and you still did it again.
Yeah.
And you did such a great job that I'm actually going to put money in for sponsorship and hoping that nobody beats you and you take all this cash home because winning 6 races and maybe winning 2 more, and I hope so. I'm not going to jinx it.
We got three
You,
more left.
yeah, and
Yeah, three
you
more.
get you win the extra money and the championship. So you're doing an outstanding job. So my heart and votes for you. So I'm going to put in and make it even bigger so you can keep winning.
So it's
I
going
hope
to
so.
150 next week,
Yep.
for sure, if not bigger. So, um,
Yeah, we still got 3 more weeks left. I don't know.
Well, isn't today race number 8? I think this is
No,
the.
we still got Eldora and then Volusia and then Lima.
oh, he's right.
Oh,
He
so
is right.
he's been keeping
Oh man,
he's
he's
been
gonna.
keeping track. We're gonna have to double. We're gonna have to find out if anybody could double that money.
Well, it pretty much will be double from where we're sitting right now by the time we get to the end of this thing, and all he's got to do is keep holding everybody off, and the money's his. I think at
Right.
that point you've definitely earned it. So for sure.
Yep. Yep. Just I think next week will probably be the hardest race for me. I've been struggling there a little bit this week, so shall have to see.
That's how the cookie crumbles. But man, you have been on a tear, and we are super glad to have you. You make the show super exciting every time you're here, and especially now having this fun, with people that trying to put up a little money just to make it fun and exciting, and you've still held them off and shown them that you are earning your spot here with us, and it's crazy. So we're super glad to have you. And who would you like to thank tonight?
Uh, Thank you guys for putting this on every week. It's a blast to run with you guys every week. And then Elbows Up Sim, and then our sponsors: Anderson Speedway, Motorsports Beat, Jessup Logistics, Paints by Tuna Can, Hergot Real Estate, Over the Wall Photographs, Catch Fence Apparel, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
Absolutely, man. Well, that was one other thing that we had talked about earlier on in the broadcast was, somebody was like, well, do you think that Shell's just going to let one of his teammates pass him and take the win, and then they'll split the bounty? And we were like, absolutely not.
No.
What are your thoughts on that? I don't think
No,
that would ever happen. You guys are too competitive. Teammates or
no.
not,
I
when the
will
green flag
put that
drops, the
down.
bullshit stops.
Yep. Yeah, Billy likes to get in your head, but once the racing stops, he kind of shuts up. So
I love it. I love it.
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, we will let you go. We know you're feeling under the weather, and we won't keep you any longer than we have to. But like I said, man, we're super glad to have you come out each and every week for us, and just a beast, man. And so you put on a clinic tonight, and I think a few guys learned a few things. So thank you.
this series is taking too long. It's scaring me.
Well, what are we gonna do next season for them? I mean, holy cow! You gonna try and go a win every week? That'll be something right
Uh,
there.
yeah,
Whatever it takes, right?
Whatever it
whatever it
takes.
takes.
Yep.
There you go. All right, sir. Well, you have one hell of a night, and hopefully we're here doing another interview with you next week.
Yep, hopefully.
Take care, Tyler.
Yep, see.
Well, Billy, what can I say? That was a crazy one tonight. Watching after the after each race was over, watching them do all the best tricks. That's fun. And I thought Lernerville really put on a good race tonight. As far as watching the lines, the bottom line came back in. The high side was super ridiculously fast, and some great racing all the way around. I felt like.
No, it was great racing. It was it's so, being a racer ourselves and just beginning, we got so much to learn, but it's really it's a blessing that we're able to even broadcast the talent that's out there and watch these guys race, because honestly, even though we're not racing, we're just broadcasting. It does help us out individually. At least it does me, that I could watch these guys and you could learn by what they do. You could learn their lines. You could remember that when you go race. So they're just not, they're our mentor. They're just not racing for the fans. Anybody that's a diehard racer should be absolutely learning something by watching these guys, because they're so dang good that it's unbelievable. And the unbelievable part, that everybody likes to have egos and everybody like, I'm the best. Well, you know what? There's always somebody better. That's the scary part, is when you watch talent like this, hypothetically, not dogging anybody, there's drivers that are as good as these guys or better. So that's what's unbelievable about this sim racing, is these guys are so good that there's always somebody better. But right now, Tyler Shell is on top of his game. He's the king of the court. He's the king of the clay, I'd call it. He's the king of the clay. He's got 6 wins.
He is the king of the clay right now.
Yeah,
sure.
so right now he's tough to beat. Anybody that's got an ego or think they're better, UDSS welcomes you to bring it, because Tyler Shell is not scared of it. Trust me, he's not a scared man. This young man has got so much talent, and he's so smooth, and he puts in his time. So again, everybody else does also, but right now Tyler's shining, and we take our hats off to him, because he's a unbelievable specimen on the clay.
Absolutely. And like this track here was the one that could have really bit him, because all it would have taken was for him to drop that right rear over that top side berm. And we watched Michael Sheridan. He went down a lap and he finished in the second position, working hard and working his way back up through the field. So all it would have taken was a mistake from Tyler Shell, and it could have been a complete game changer. But that shows you how much time and dedication that Tyler puts into his race program, and he doesn't make mistakes, and that's hard as a driver trying to chase him down. If that driver does not make very many mistakes, sometimes you're just waiting for that one little mistake or one little issue to happen so that you can take advantage of it. And man, Tyler didn't do it again. Once again,
he puts his time. He puts his time in, and consistency is where it's at. You don't really even have to be the fastest cat on the track. It's always nice to be the fastest cat on the track, but you got to be consistent. And what Tyler is he's not just the fastest cat on the track. He's one of the most consistent drivers out on sim racing. So that's what makes Tyler so scary. He seems extremely humble. I don't know him. He's been very humble and very soft-spoken young man. But you got to have some confidence in yourself, and there's got to be something in your head that puts on a switch that says, you know what, I can do this, and I am good. And that type of egotistical, that's a humble ego, is far the best than any person with an ego that has a mouth on him that's chomping at the bits. So our hats off to Tyler Shell for just being the humble driver and being good. And we could talk about him all day, because we have that right, because he has won 6 races in a row. It's not just one race. If it was one race, we wouldn't be talking about him this long. So there's people out there that's going to come with United Dirt Sim Series, and they're gonna come for him. And he says, bring it on. And you still have a lot of talented drivers in our UDSS, like the Buckshot, like Raleigh, like Preston, like Royer, Sheraton, Jaden Wolf. I mean, Mason Hannigan. I can name off 10 more. Ryland Gray. You
could be here for another
could be
5 minutes.
Yeah.
All the names that could take him out.
So he can still be beat by these guys. It's just that right now he's the dirt. He's the king of the clay right now, and he's really not been beatable. So we don't want to jinx him and keep going. But I did see something from Billy Brickley. I wish I could share it with the race fans, but I can't. He sent it over on Discord to me. The son of a biscuit is over there by my boat. And I think he knocked it off. I think he knocked it off the trailer. There's a boat party going on right now.
Yep, and they actually have there's a target painted on the side of one of them, and it looks like Jeffrey Stewart, Billy Rowley, and Billy Brickley all down there playing in the boats.
But they're
So they're in
smoking.
the
They're
they're in the
smoking something. What are they smoking? There is something on fire. Is that Brickley's engine?
I don't know if that's Brickley's engine or some other, recreational goods. I'm not quite sure, but they're having a redneck yacht club down there, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. So
That's
I think
awesome.
that's going to about do it for tonight. But I look forward to, the 360s running tomorrow night as well as the 410s next week and see if Tyler Shell can once again hold him off and go 7. Like, is that really a thing?
No,
He has a
that's
chance to
unheard
go
of.
7 wins.
Three is unheard of, to tell you the truth. So yeah, we're gonna find out more next week and who else is gonna come and join us. But there's a lot of guys in this division that can knock him down, and they're waiting for it, and they're gonna come to one of their tracks that they're really good at. So it's not over. So stick around, race fans. We're gonna have some exciting show. One thing good about us on our live stream is we can go on and people can hang out and listen to us, or they can leave because the races are over. So we're having a good time up here in the booth. So, but I'd like to say congratulations to everybody, Shell, Sheraton, and Jaden Wolf, the top three. Congratulations, and thank all the drivers for coming up. Thank you all you race fans and family members that have joined us. The coronavirus is starting to slow down a little bit. We're starting to get out more. Racing's going to start soon, but again, be safe. Love your loved ones. Take care of your friends and family, and just still be safe.
I was waiting for you to say, like, make sure you spay and neuter your pets.
I was thinking about that, but I won't.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. This is Dave Ward. Thank you guys all for joining us tonight, and we will see you tomorrow night for the 360s here at Lernerville.
Good night, everyone. Peace out. Love you all. Out of here.
Peace.